A bill aimed at protecting performers from the use of AI replicas will soon head to the desk of California Governor Gavin Newsom.
That's right. This legislation overwhelmingly passed the state Senate yesterday, but heads back to the Assembly for a vote on an amendment. Now, according to Variety, this bill has been a priority for SAG-AFTRA. The actors union wants, quote, explicit consent, end quote, to use the digital likeness of performers.
Joining us now is the author of that article, senior media reporter with Variety, Jean Mattis. So, Jean, during last year's SAG-AFTRA strike, one of the hottest topics was AI replicas. How does this bill actually go further than the agreement between the studios and the union?
Yeah, so that strike was specifically aimed at the major film and TV studios, Disney and Warner Brothers and so on. What this does is go much broader and sort of encompass all kinds of performances, not just, TV shows or movies, but commercials and audiobooks and other sorts of sound recordings, video game performances, anything you can think of really that involves a performance is now, or will be when the governor signs this, protected in the same way as the TV and film contract protects people.
And it's interesting to see this happen in California while a lot of productions have moved to other states like New Mexico or Georgia because of cheaper production values. I wonder if the state is looking at this as a way of attracting more business back, because as you say, the union makes the case that it's not just for actors. This impacts effectively all the entertainment industry workers.
Yeah, I think on this kind of issue, California really does kind of set the pace, for performers. For their, California has a longstanding likeness right that not all states have. That's sort of industry standard. And wherever you go, if you want to take your production to Georgia or New York or someplace else, you're really still going to have to abide by the California standard. So. They do in the film and TV contract that applies nationwide. So that is not as much of a concern.
It just sounds like a nightmare for any person to find that AI has created a replica of their likeness, right? And
you and I both share that feeling.
We don't like that idea. But talk to us about the other bills that the union is pushing to address threats that are associated with artificial intelligence.
Yeah, I mean, that is a big concern that the unions have, that, if you go work one day on a commercial and you sign a contract that says, I'm giving away the right to my face and my voice, in perpetuity throughout the universe, et cetera, that some lawyer could come along later and say, well, you've given us the right to use AI to make a replica of you and to put you in, a whole ad campaign for something else that you never endorsed or whatever. And so that's really what this bill is aimed at. Other bills they're looking at are things that would extend a sort of post-mortem right to a digital replica. So the estate of an actor would have the right to say yes or no to the use of an AI replica in these contexts. They're also looking for a federal law. It's called the No Fakes Act that's been proposed that would sort of give everybody, not just performers, but every human being, the right to consent for the use of a digital replica of themselves. So the idea of, somebody using your face and making you say something you didn't say, theoretically in the future, you could sue them for that.
All right, Jean Mattis, thank you.
Thank you, Jean.